Hey guys, Kiwi Sylvian, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. I have a cookie. I know it's not professional, but hey, not everybody's professional. Plus, I needed it for stuff. Okay, I had to check something. I feel that I can't trust my eyes, because it is indeed Mother standing before us. Hi? She looks the same as when I last saw her. Like she's just been sleeping all this time. What is Hilda doing here? Oh, I was like, is she naked? Is that the Crystallium tenebrarum? She looks like she's been trapped inside the crystal. But how? No, she passed on 4 years ago. This is impossible. A lovely surprise, isn't it? Donde está? The king immediately moves to stand in front of me. Sir Mithros saunters towards us with a wide smile on his face, looking unperturbed. Isn't she exquisite? In slumber, she's still so beautiful. What is the meaning of this, Mithros? When Mithros doesn't answer, the king reaches for his knife and frowns. What exactly are you and Alcester planning? I'm offended that you're associating the two of us. My goals are different from Alcester's. My only wish is to see my queen again. Alcester's the one who is after your throne. What are you going to do with Mother? I plan to revive her. What? I stare at Mithros in shock. Revive Mother? Is that even possible to bring back the dead? She is still alive, dear princess. My queen is only sleeping. Her link to the tenebrarum has allowed her to survive all these years. She's infused the last part of her power with the crystal and merged with it. She was wise, yet even as its light glows dimmer, so too does the light of her life come closer to being extinguished. Once you have fully accepted your role as the new bearer of the Crystallium tenebrarum, her link with it will be severed and she will die. That's why I need you, princess. I need your powers to bring her back to life. What? On your 18th birthday, you will inherit the crystal's powers. And with that power, you will revive my queen. Isn't that what you've always wanted? To have your beloved mother back? It is true that I've always wished for Mother to come back. But Delora and Parfait told me the truth, and now that's the last thing I want. Same. What if Mother ruins the kingdom once again? I will not let that happen. I will not let my kingdom fall into darkness again. The king charges towards Sir Mithros with the knife in his hand. Let me take a moment. Gennaro, Dad, Papa, whatever. You forget. He has, what are they called? Sparkle fingers. Magic. But Sir Mithros easily sends him flying backwards with a flick of his wrist and a magic spell. The knife falls to the ground just a few feet from where I stand. Your Majesty! I'm about to run to him when Varg steps out of the darkness of the room and points a sword at the king's throat. Don't move, princess. Otherwise my hand might slip. I freeze on my spot. Has he been there this whole time? No, princess. You have an important decision to make. Help me revive the queen and save the king, or run away and he dies. My life is nothing compared to the lives that will be lost if Hilda is brought back. I will gladly trade my life for any of the lives she would steal. Foolish king. You can't gamble with your life when it no longer is in your hands. Sir Mithras growls at the king before facing me once again. He flashes a crooked smile. How about it, princess? No. I can't let Mithras kill the king, but I can't let him revive Mother either. If I can just improvise, I might be able to hold them long enough for some backup to arrive. Hello? I think my phone fell away. I catch a glimpse of the king's knife, which is a few feet from me, when an idea strikes me. I'm going to move this over here. Hee hee. I is smart. That way I can look at it on that one. And keep this there. Waltz, Parfait, Delora, they have to come for us. I refuse. What? Sir Mithras looks at me irritated. The king, however, looks relieved. The king's blood shall be on your hands then. Varg. I quickly lean down to pick up the knife and hold it to my neck. Princess, what are you planning to do with that? Put that down before you hurt yourself. Hello? That's the plan. Let the king go, or I will kill myself. I know you need me to revive Mother. Don't take me for a fool, princess. I know you don't have the courage to die a martyr. Annoyance simmers within me. Oh, are you sure of that? I swallow as I press the blade to my neck. I feel the sharp edge cut through skin, but the blade doesn't go deep enough to hit any vital parts. I cringe as my body is racked with pain and tears blur my vision. I'm scared. You fool! Sir Mithras' face is pale as he attempts to step toward me. Now you see my resolve. Let the king go. Mithras. Mithras curses under his breath, his outstretched hand clenched into a tight fist before he draws it back. It's working. I feel myself relax, but my hope is short-lived and foolish. Mithras casts a spell and the knife goes hot in my hand. A scream escapes my mouth as I fall to the floor and clutch at my injured hand. You have been a very bad princess. Your mother would be disappointed in you. I glare at Mithras, but he only clicks his tongue, face stern. This would have been so much more pleasant if you'd chosen to work with me, princess. I will get what I want, princess. Even if I must break you to revive my queen, I will do it. I will suffer the consequences for it later. Mithras turns to Varg. Varg, put them both in cells. I take a few steps back as Varg approaches us. All I manage to do is back myself into a wall. Great. Varg looks at me amused like a cat toying with a mouse. He takes another step, but I don't get to see the movements he makes afterward. Hello. A bright light engulfs the area, and like an agitated hiss from Mithros. Magic! But how? When the light clears, Varg is still standing, his eyes on my feet. I follow his gaze. Hi! My shoes have been replaced with 2 beautiful glass slippers. Aw, they must be uncomfortable. I broke my curse? What did I do? The king looks at me, his eyes hazy. He opens his mouth to speak, but then stops when Mithros comes to hover just above him, his expression fixed into a glare. Oh, how charming. But your broken curse will not help you now, princess. Now be a good girl and allow Varg to escort you to your cell. Varg takes us to one of the prison cells and locks us up. This time be a good girl and don't try to escape. I yell at him. I can escape if I wanna. He only smirks in response. Feisty as always. Fuck you. He flashes me a lopsided smile before taking his leave. Penelope. The king quickly takes my hand in his and pulls me down to the floor to sit beside him. He reaches into his pocket, then withdraws a handkerchief. What is he doing? He neatly folds the cloth and leans towards me. I cringe back on reflex. He gingerly presses the handkerchief onto my injured skin. I cringe as I feel the pain. I'm sorry, Penelope. Your injury is my fault. Nah. You have nothing to apologize for. I did save you, and yet here we are. I'm the one who owes you an apology. I turn my gaze away in shame. The king cups my cheek and turns my head so I'm facing him. The gesture is so gentle it moves me to tears. A father should be the one to protect his child. Always. His face is twisted in pain as he stares at me, eyes brimming with tears. I see the recognition in his eyes. Having reunited with my father like this makes me realize that I still cared for him. Please forgive me. I already have. The words take a great weight off my heart. Itchy eyeball. It's as if the ice that has been shrouding it for so long is finally melting away. Without another word, my father throws his arms around me, trapping me in a warm embrace. Ah, hugging Daddy! This is the first time he's ever hugged me. Itchy eyeball. I feel tears brimming in my eyes, and soon I'm crying as I bury my face into my father's shoulder. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, my dear daughter. We say like this for what seems like a lifetime, leaning against each other and crying, silently asking for forgiveness. Once we are more relaxed, I sit down beside my father and tell him what has transpired since I was cursed. His expression becomes darker with every word that I speak. You have suffered so much, and I have not been able to ease that suffering in any way. No, my life as a commoner showed me things I had never appreciated before. It was more fulfilling than my life in the palace. The moment I became cursed might be the first moment I started truly living. I take a deep breath as I contemplate the question that has been in my heart all this time. Your Majesty, have you ever loved me? I'm terrified, but I still force myself to look right at the king. I've always loved you, Penelope. I value you more than my own life. You are my everything, my daughter. I blink at him, my eyes filled with tears. I waited so long to hear those words from you. If you loved me, why were you not there for me? Why did you let Mother do this to me? Was it because I was her daughter? It is true that you are her daughter, but you're also mine. I don't even remember how we... Awkward! His voice trails off and he avoids my eyes. He sighs softly. I was put under a spell that night. Great, we're going into this with our dad. Yay! Months later, you came along. Yay, we didn't do anything! I thought I could never bring myself to love you. No, not when you were the witch's daughter. But you were different. She was darkness, and you were light. Then she corrupted you. Hilda forbade me to get close to you. She was afraid that I would influence you to betray her. She told me that she would steal you away completely if I ever approached you. I couldn't bear the thought of losing my own daughter, so I did as she demanded. I had to watch you grow up from afar. I had to push you away. The only thing I could do for you was help you celebrate your birthday every year. The birthday surprises every year. The letters that led to the secret birthday rooms. Those surprises were always the highlight of my birthday. This whole time, it was you who planned those surprises? I couldn't let you know that it was I that planned those surprises. The beautiful smile that you had on your face when you saw all of your gifts was more than enough. I'm really sorry for everything, Penelope. For not being a good father, for not being there for you, for pushing you away. After your mother died... He pauses, then shakes his head. After I thought she died, I thought I might make it up to you. But I failed miserably as your father. You're already so far away from me. I tried to get close to you, but I drove you away. I don't blame you. I think back to all those times when he tried to talk to me or approach me. I would always walk away or refuse to talk to him. Because I hated him. I was convinced he didn't love me. I tried, but I tried too late and not hard enough. I should have tried to better understand you. I should have tried harder to see what your mother had done to you. I never expected any sort of forgiveness, and yet you still gave it to me. But now I'm at a loss as to what I can do to make it up to you. But you're here now, right? Oh, she's smiling. It's so pretty. I smile at him hesitantly, and he smiles back. He leans forward to place a kiss on my forehead, even as he wipes a tear away. Aww. I love you, Penelope. I love you too, Father. This is better than any romance. Father-daughter, yes. He rests his hand on my cheek. Allow me to make it up to you. Allow me to protect you. You can't bring her back, Penelope. There will be too many consequences. But if I refuse to help them, they'll kill you. Father shakes his head and smiles. If I have to give up my life to give you and our kingdom a brighter future, then so be it. Princess, it's almost time to go. Father moves to stand in front of me. I won't let you take her. That should be changed to father, please. Varg doesn't answer. He silently taps his cane to the ground, creating the same energy force as before, sending Father back into the wall with an invisible force. Father! Father staggers back to his feet and gazes at me with a pained expression. Don't do this, Penelope. I ball my hand to tight fists. I have no other choice. I'm sorry, Father, but I can't let them kill you. I try to smile at him reassuringly before walking away with Varg. The last thing I hear is him calling my name before Varg closes the door and there's silence in the hallway. I'm once again standing in front of Mother's crystallized form. It's time, Princess. Now put your hands over the crystal. I stare at Mother's crystallized form in silence, but fear takes a hold of my body. The time is of the essence, Princess. I do as commanded and set my hands on the surface of the crystal. Moments later, the clock strikes 12 and my body suddenly goes heavy. A strange power begins to flow through me. What is happening? I attempt to pull my hands back, but to no avail. Not only are they heavy, but they feel as if they are glued to the crystal. Even as I struggle to move, I feel my energy dimming as the crystal grows brighter and brighter. Brighter! Yes! Yes! I blink a few times as tears begin to stain my eyes. I bite my lip in an effort to keep myself from falling unconscious, and the effort only makes me taste blood. Penelope! Hi! You look tired. Out of the corner of my eyes, I catch a glimpse of Waltz by the door, his eye glowing as he prepares to cast a spell. Waltz! Waltz's eyes meet mine, his expression contorting in anger as he turns to glare at Mithros. This is madness, Myth! You're too late, Waltz. Just a bit more and the energy transfer will be complete. And my queen will be free from her prison. I won't let you do this. I won't let you do this. I won't let you do this. I don't know why that phrase is so weird to do in sex, and I won't let you do this. Maybe it's just because it's low. Hello! Save me! Please! Waltz releases a spell at Mithros, who quickly conjures his shield to protect himself. Me? Hello? One person, I'm getting drained here. Don't worry, Waltz, you can fight. I'm just getting dizzy. I feel so weak. I feel my knees giving out. Next thing I know, Waltz stands beside me with the dagger. Drives the edge of the dagger into the tenebarm's surface, cracking it slightly. Then I'm free. Waltz kisses me in his arms just before my body hits the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. No. Stay with me, Penelope. My body relaxes when I feel his arms around me. Aww. I squint up at his face, but his features are blurry. I have to blink a few times to clear my vision. I knew you'd come back. Thank you for trusting me. I'll always come back for you, no matter the risks. Thank you. Don't speak, Princess. Save your strength. How did you get in here? What? Please tell me that was Delora. I would appreciate it. It looks like we made it just in time. Parfait steps through a hole in the wall that her outburst of magic created. She looks solemn. Oh, Parfait works. Parfait is next to Delora in destruction. You! How dare you show your face here? You who tried to kill my beloved queen. Kill? Mithros raises his hand to cast a spell, but Parfait quickly freezes him in place with a flick of her wrist. I'm surprised, but then I realize that Parfait is a Lucis bearer. Even in her weakened state, it seems that she's a force to be reckoned with. She turns to face me with a weak smile on her face. As the bearer of the Chrysalium Lucis, it's my duty to stop Hilda. Such was my goal, even back then. Even when the two of us were dear friends. While Parfait is speaking, Varg slowly moves forward with his cane. He seems just about ready to bring it down to the ground when Parfait turns in place and casts a spell. Ha! Parfait for the win! The magic hits the cane head on, shattering it on impact. Ha ha! Varg, however, seems surprisingly calm. It's a good thing that wasn't my only weapon I had, huh? Varg suddenly charges toward Parfait. Something silver and sharp glints in his hands. No, don't do this, game. Don't do this to me! Parfait doesn't even move as she casts another spell, knocking Varg back against the wall. Parfait, too badass. Please don't nerf. Knife in his hands clatters to the ground. Varg staggers back to his feet. The mask covering his eyes falls from his face when he stands. When he looks up, I feel my blood turn cold. Fritz? Varg wags his finger at me, his smile crooked. Maybe I look like him a little. But you can't seriously think we're the same person, can you? I clutch Waltz's shirt tight. I clutch Waltz's shirt between my fingers as I stare. Everything begins to feel hazy at once, again. What's going on? Penelope! Penelope! I hear my father before I see him. When I turn, he's limping toward us with a pained expression on his face. I can only assume that he somehow made it out of his cell, or that someone helped him out of it. Waltz's arm is still there to support me as I walk toward my father. Father reaches out to touch both my cheeks. His warmth makes me flinch. You're cold! I'll be fine. Father clenches his fist and turns to Mithros. It's over now, Mithros. Not quite. A bright light suddenly engulfs the Tenebrarum, and the whole room is engulfed in white. I should have killed you a long time ago, dear Gennaro. No. Father! I'm able to see what has happened, but as soon as the light disappears, I see what horrors happened before me. I scream when I spot a large gash in my father's chest. Blood pours from a wound, from a blade of light. I catch my father in my arms as he stumbles back. Waltz quickly comes to stand beside me to help support him. Father! Now, this kingdom is mine once again. The voice is familiar, but distantly so. It's a voice from my memories. I look up and suddenly, there she is. My mother stands before me, beautiful and regal. Her eyes are cold, lacking any kind of love as she looks at me over me. Penelope. Welcome back, my queen. Mithros, who has somehow managed to escape from the parfait, is now down on one knee before Mother. Can't we just call her Hilda? She's not our mother. Ophelia's a better mama. Hilda. Hello, dear Faye. It's been a while. Parfait puts a hand to her chest as she begins to cough. She collapses to her knee. You've been weaker since we last fought. Lady Parfait! Mother's eyes snap to Waltz and narrow. I see that the traitor is here too. I also see that you've managed to reunite with my daughter. Mother flicks her wrist as she casts a spell. Please don't. Mine! You will pay for what you did to me. Step back. Parfait quickly steps in front of us. An invisible barrier appears just as Mother conjures a series of sharp ice projectiles. Delora, I know you're late to the party, but this is, getting pathetic. They bounce harmlessly off the shield, but I can feel the rumble in the ground as they tumble down to the floor. Parfait! Parfait is still kneeling on the ground. Now I can see blood on her lips. Penelope. I look down at my father. His shirt is soaked with blood, but his eyes are still barely open. Father! I feel tears breaking in my eyes. The room fills with light, this time emanating from the floor. Slowly our surroundings begin to blur. Go then. Run away, Parfait. This is all you'll have ever done. Parfait's voice is pressed in pain as she speaks. We will stop you, Hilda. Whoa, she is pale. Look at Hilda compared to Parfait. Holy shit. The last thing I see is Mother's wicked smile, then like swallows us whole. When the light fades, we're back in the Marken. Parfait's still on the ground, though now she seems like she might sink into it. Lady Parfait! I'll be fine. Just call Rumple. Quickly! Waltz starts from the room immediately. She meant to need... Never mind. Father, please hold on. My father's clothes are now dyed in a thick crimson that stains my hand and dress. Moments later, Waltz returns from Thumple. He rushes over to the king the moment he sees him. Rumple tears my father's shirt open, revealing a deep wound on his chest. Quickly looks over his body, then attempts to apply pressure to the wound, but the bleeding doesn't stop. He's lost too much blood. Can't you do something? I will do my best. But there's only so much I can do, Princess. I can't perform miracles. There's a faraway look in his eyes as he says this, almost pained expression on his face. His helpless expression makes the panic surge in me again. You call yourself a doctor? Penelope, calm down. I can't lose him, Waltz. I don't have much time left, Penelope. I look down at my father, my eyes filling with tears. No. No. Don't say that, Father. I wanted to see you become queen. I think this is the end for me. I collapse beside Father, and he reaches up with a shaking hand to touch my cheek. Protect our kingdom. I can only nod at him. I will always be with you. Gabe, why do you do this? I love you, Penelope. I'm proud that you're my daughter. Father smiles at me, and it's so genuine and warm that it brings fresh tears to my eyes. His eyes slowly close, but the smile never leaves his lips. Father? I shake him, but he doesn't react. No. No. I lean over my father, willing him to come back, to open his eyes. But he's no longer breathing. For the first time in my life, I cry for my father. Ever since my father's death, I've locked myself in my room. I'm filled with constant grief and pain, but I've become numb on the inside. Even when I want to cry, the tears won't come. Penelope, I brought you something to eat. I'm in no mood to eat. Waltz sets the tray down and walks towards me. The blankets crumple as he sits beside me. Ow. Whoa, I knocked my mic. My goodness, for a towel haven't been nearby me. Slowly he wraps his arms around me and strokes my hair. What happened wasn't your fault, Penelope. He did what any father would do for his daughter. He didn't deserve to die the way he did. My mother's hand. I know. I curl my fingers into Waltz's shirt. I don't want to lose anyone anymore, Waltz. Waltz continues stroking my hair. It'll be fine, I promise. For now, you need to rest, Penelope. I'll be here by your side until you fall asleep. He glides a kiss on my forehead and I close my eyes, relishing his warmth. Waltz's hold is firm but comfortable, and I sink into his arms as I fall into a dreamless sleep. Days later, the palace announced his father's death. It isn't long before Alcaster is given his crown. The announcement of his ascension comes with the explanation of the king's death. The palace paints me as a criminal, telling the townsfolk that I was the one who killed the king. I'm labeled as a fugitive, and the royal family is officially declared missing. We've all been in hiding together since then, the royal family included. Now it's been 2 weeks since Father died. The longer time moves on, the more aware I become of one gaping realization. Mother has not yet shown herself to the public. What could she be plotting? I place my hand over my heart, willing the pain away. Every time I think of Hildur, I remember the sword of light that went through my father's body. Enough time has passed. Even though I'm suffering losses, I can't stand idle. I have a promise to fulfill. I will protect our kingdom. I'm about to go back to my room when Parfait calls me. Dolores stands beside her. Penelope, can we talk with you? I look away, avoiding their eyes. What is it that you want to discuss with me? It's about the Tenenbaum. Despite Hildur's revival, it appears the crystal's light is still dim. That can only mean one thing. Hildur is still weak. Still weak? Hildur was absorbing all your powers when we found you. We interrupted the process. The crystal is not able to absorb all the magic you now possess. That is why she's still weak. Also, there's something else that bothered me about the crystal. Something odd. Odd? A bearer has a very strong bond with their crystal. A mutual relationship of sorts. But that bond was absent when she returned. What are you saying? Seems as if the crystal is forsaking their bond. What? It seems even the crystal knows that Hildur's time is come and gone. Princess, the crystal has already chosen you as its next bearer. It's a small blessing, but doesn't change the fact that Hildur's still the strongest witch. At least, that's what she wants us to think. Parfait and Dolores exchange a glance. The crystal has chosen its next bearer, and you have just as much potential, if not more. Dolores turns to me, her usual lax expression more solemn. Are you ready to learn magic, Penelope? Magic that you will potentially use to defeat your mother? I've never used magic before in my life. I've never been raised as a witch. And using magic to defeat Mother? I don't know. Well, regardless of what your decision you'll make, we'll all be here to support you. Dolores and I want you to know that. How is it they're still willing to help me when I was the one that caused this whole mess? I need some fresh air. I began to walk towards the door when I see Ophelia walk in from the tavern. Our eyes briefly meet and she opens her mouth to say something, then stops when I shake my head. I don't want to hear her blame me for my father's death. Certainly that's what she must be thinking. Ophelia frowns but doesn't speak. I quicken my pace, almost running as I head into the forest. The night is silent and calm, and the only sound I hear is the gentle sway of the grass as I step through it. Mother is back because of me. If I hadn't revived her, Father would still be alive. How am I supposed to face everyone knowing that? Waltz has been trying to cheer me up. Well, I appreciate his company and concern. Even he can't help me come to terms with my mistakes. I hear footsteps behind me. I turn to see Waltz approaching with a frown on his face.
Penelope?
Please. I'm not in the mood to listen to reassurances again. I don't need you to tell me again that this was not my fault.
Penelope, your father won't want to see you like this.
How would you know what my father wanted? I would snap at him without meaning to, not bothering to hide the irritation in my voice. I would, but my voice, I'm too tearing up inside.
He'd want you to walk forward, not linger in the past that can't be changed. You've been distancing yourself from us ever since the king passed. Don't think that I haven't noticed. Why is that?
It's the only way I can keep them safe.
You know thou always be by your side, Penelope. Shouldering the burden will only worsen your pain.
Worsen? I already know the pain of losing someone that I love. I brought nothing but suffering to those around me. I can't get close to anyone again. At least I put them in danger. I've already lost my father, and I don't want to lose anyone else. Especially not you, Waltz. No. Waltz's eyes widen as he stares at me. Awkward. Okay. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
I want to show you something. Keep your eyes open, Penelope. You can't miss it.
Waltz snaps his finger and golden orbs of light suddenly spring to life around us. Aww. I can only marvel at the orbs of light floating around us. They look like stars dancing through the night. Aww. Okay. Waltz. You've knocked out everybody else. Waltz is number one, bae. Okay, I'm done. It's beautiful.
Can't truly appreciate how bright a star is without darkness.
Waltz snaps his finger again, and most of the lights go out.
During difficult times, the light goes dimmer.
He snaps again until only one light remains. Aww.
When you're all alone, it grows even dimmer still. There are things that you can't do on your own. Otherwise you risk snuffing your own light out.
Another snap and the golden orbs return, this time in great numbers. The lights are brighter than they were before.
You're not alone, Penelope.
I need.
I love you, and it hurts to see you suffer alone like this.
My heart is pounding so hard I feel it might escape my chest. In this moment, it feels as if time has stopped. And it's just the two of us. All I can see is Waltz. As I stand here staring at him, I come to a realization. I love him.
Can't blame you.
Can't blame you. Okay, well, you've... Sorry, Karma. You just got booted. Same for you, Rod. Waltz came in and shuffled everything, and now he took over. When did this happen? After a few moments, I realized it doesn't matter. I stand up on the tips of my toes so that I can cup Waltz's face in my hands. I move before I can think, leaning over to place a light kiss on his lips. Aww. Hello. Aww. So cute. Best bae ever. Want. Gimme. I feel an arm around me as Waltz pulls me closer. The kiss becomes more heated, and I feel a gentle flame stirring in my stomach, even as my mind becomes foggy. Whoa. Okay. We're going down that aisle. I feel his tongue on my lips, but when I part them, he's suddenly drawn away, his face deep red. Aww. More kissing, please. It distracts me from my broken heart that left by my daddy. Don't leave me. Get back here. Sorry, I need to catch my breath. You better get back here. I feel the heat in my cheeks and have to fight back my embarrassment. I just kissed Waltz. I look at Waltz, suddenly realizing how close he is to me. I quickly bury my face into his chest to hide my embarrassment. Ah. Waltz's chest rises and falls with this gentle laughter. You're so cute. I close my eyes, allowing his warmth to envelop me like a blanket. I love you, my little star. This is not just your battle anymore, Penelope. You don't have to carry this burden alone. So please, trust in me. Trust in us. I'm overwhelmed, but Waltz's words make me feel strangely light, as if a weight had been truly lifted from my shoulders. Ah. Can I kiss him again, please? Kiss him again, please. I will. Thank you. We should go back now, or else everyone might get worried. No. I want to stay here. Waltz places a half kiss on my forehead and smiles at me as he pulls away. No! Get back here! Come back. He sends a hand towards me. Let's go, my little star. I smile as I slowly take his hand. We went back to the market hand in hand, momentarily forgetting about all of the bad things that have transpired. Ooh! Chapter 8. Woo! Oh boy. Yay. Okay. I'm going to end it here, and if this turns out to be like freaking Chevalier's route again, I'm going to throw my computer across the room and ball into a corner. Not just ball into a ball. Crawl. Like. English language! Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. everything's going to be linked in the description, and whoever warned me on Twitter that my heart was going to be destroyed and brought back and destroyed again, you were right. Holy fuck. Why did I do this to myself? Why do I do this to Otomes? Oh well. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!